Okay, welcome to another session. This is again in Unit 3. We are looking into the time invariance property in this video. In the previous session, we looked into what are linear and non-linear systems. In this session, we will look into what are time invariant and time variant systems. As the name says, time invariant means it does not vary with the change in time. If it varies or changes with time, then we call that as a time varying systems or time dependent systems, time varying systems. Time invariant are also called as not time varying system. That means it does not vary with time. Okay, let us mathematically define them and then solve problems. We have understood the actual meaning of that. Let us mathematically define them. When do we say a system is time invariant or time variant? And we know that T is the operator in case of a continuous time system. We are dealing with continuous time signals. So X of t is the input, Y of t is the output. So T is the operator performed doing some operation on the input signal X of t. All right. So if I delay the input by some amount t naught, all right. So that I'm going to call it as X of t minus t naught. So what is X of t minus t naught? It is the input signal X of t delayed by an amount t naught. All right. So the time shift can be a time delay or a time advance. So it can be a plus or minus. All right. So we say that when do we say it's a time delay? In general, we represent as t minus t naught. So we call a time delay when the signal is shifted from the zero line to the left. Suppose if we say this is our zero line, if you see the time axis, okay, and we draw the, let me clear that annotation. Okay. One second. Let me draw the annotation part here. Okay. So if I draw the line and this is the 0 point, if I say, so to the right of 0 point is the time delay and to the left of 0 point we call the time advance. If we shift this side, we call the time delay, that is n minus, if it is t, t minus 1, t minus 2, t minus 3, etc. This is all time delay. T plus 1, t plus 2, t plus 3, they're all time advance. All right. So this will be the time advance and this side will be the time delay. Just to clear your understanding on this. Now, don't get confused with what is this. When we were dealing with signals also, we mentioned the same thing, and with systems also we are mentioning. So you simply have to treat the signals and system as a function of some variable. All right. The system is performing some operation on the signal. All right. On some function, it is doing some operation. All right. So this is X of t is a function. T is some operation performed on this function. That's all you have to remember. So it can perform on the amplitude of the signal or it can perform on the t variable. All right. So you have to see what operation is being performed. Suppose we say we are doing differentiation. That means what is it doing? It is differentiating with respect to the independent variable t. If you are telling integrating, we are integrating with respect to the independent variable t. If you are multiplying by 2, that means we are touching only the amplitude of the signal and not the independent variable t of the signal. All right, so you should understand what operation t is doing. Okay, let us come back here. So if I delay the input, or simply in other words, if I vary the time by t minus t naught and take the output, so that output I'm going to call it as y dash of t. So t is the operator that performs on the delayed input. So this I'm going to call it as delayed input, and y dash of t is the output because of the delayed input. All right, so that I'm going to call it as y dash of t. Now this is one output I've got. Keep that aside. Next, let us go to the equation y of t. In this equation, simply replace t with t minus t naught. So that I'm going to call it as y double dash of t. All right. So this is the notation. What is y double dash of t? Y double dash of t is nothing but you go to the equation y of t and simply replace t with t minus t naught. Wherever t is there, you simply replace t with t minus t naught. Then whatever equation you get, that we are going to call it as y double dash of t. All right. And we are going to call that output as output with delay. That means the output, we have delayed it by an amount t minus t naught. So we have got two outputs, y dash of t and y double dash of t. Now, if y dash of t is equal to y double dash of t, then we say that the system is time invariant. That means a delay in the output, sorry, a delay in the input results in a delay in the output. That's what these two equations mean. If y dash of t is not equal to y double dash of t, that means we say that a delay in the input does not result in a delay in the output. So therefore, the system is not time variant. I mean, the system is not time invariant, but it is time variant. It varies with time. So that is what we conclude from that understanding. Okay, now let us look into that point again. So we say that system is time invariant if y dash of t, what is y dash of t? Output because of the delayed input is equal to y double dash of t. What is y double dash of t? Output with delay. How did you obtain output with delay? You go to the equation y of t equation. In that equation, you simply replace t with t minus t naught. Wherever you find t, the small t, not the capital T, you simply replace small t with t minus t naught, and then you obtain y double dash of t. So both should be equal, y dash of t and y double dash of t. If they are not equal, then the system varies with time. If they are equal, the system does not vary with time and it is time invariant. Okay, I hope the point is clear. Okay, now let us take some problems and solve. First signal, y of t is equal to sine of t into x of t. As I said, x of t is the input, y of t is the output. What is the t operator performing here? It is simply multiplying the input signal x of t with another function called sine of t. All right, it is multiplying by sine t. Now let us see what is the first output. What is the first output? We have to delay the input by an amount t minus t naught. So where is the input? X of t is the input. So if I delay the input by t minus t naught, I get the output y dash of t, which is equal to sine of t into x of t minus t naught. All right, so this is the first output. This is the output because of the delayed input. I delayed the input and took the output. That I'm going to call it as y dash of t. Now I have to calculate what is y double dash of t. How do I calculate y double dash of t, or the output with delay? That is nothing but I have to go to this equation y of t and replace all t, wherever t is there, I have to replace it with t minus t naught. And I'm sure you would have guessed it. Yes. So when you replace t by t minus t naught, you see that sine term also will get t minus t naught, and x term also will get t minus t naught, which is not the same as y dash of t. So y double dash of t is not equal to y dash of t. So therefore, what is it? The system varies with time. It is not time invariant. So this is how we prove whether the system is time invariant or not. So therefore, the given system is time variant. It varies with time. All right. That was a very simple example. Now let us take another example. Y of t is equal to x of minus t. Now what is the t operator doing? It is touching upon the independent variable t, and it is reflecting the signal. All right. X of t means the signal as it is. X of minus t means it is a mirror image of x of t. So it is reflecting. The t operator is performing reflection operation. So what is y dash of t? So it will simply take, so if I give the delayed input, x of t minus t naught is the delayed input. So when I give that x of t minus t naught as the input, what will be the t operator doing? It will simply go and touch the t, and it will change it to minus t, right? So this is minus t. So what you get, y dash of t is equal to x of minus t naught. Next, what is the delayed signal? That means go to y of t, replace each t with t minus t naught. So here t minus t naught will be equal to minus of, in the x term you will get x of minus of t minus t naught, which is not the same as y dash of t. So therefore y double dash of t is not equal to y dash of t. So therefore the system is not a time invariant system. It is a time varying system. It varies with time. It is not the same. All right. Okay. Let us take another problem. Y of t is equal to x of 4t. Is it time varying or not? What is y dash of t? So it will multiply 4 with only t naught. All right. So it will multiply 4 with only, sorry, not with t naught, with only t. Okay. What will be y double dash of t? You go to y of t equation, replace t by t minus t naught. So you will get 4 into t minus t naught. So this is not the same as this. So that means y dash of t is not equal to y double dash of t. So therefore this system is also time variant. It is not time invariant. All right. So we have seen quite a few problems, and most of them, they turned out to be time invariant, sorry, time variant. Now let us take another one. What is the operation being performed? We are performing differentiation operation. Does it vary with time? Just think it over and be ready with an answer, and we will verify your answers. Okay. Now let us delay the input, that is x in x of t. Simply replace x of t by t minus t naught, only x of t. So you take the output, you get y dash of t is equal to d by dt of x of t minus t naught. All right. Next, what is y double dash of t? You go to the function, replace t by t minus t naught. All right. So y double dash of t is equal to d by dt of x of t minus t naught. So there is no difference between y dash of t and y double dash of t. So therefore the system is time invariant. It does not vary with time. All right. Okay. All right. So therefore the system does not vary with time. The given system is a time invariant system. Let us take another system. Y of t is equal to 4 into x of t. So what is it doing? It is simply multiplying the input signal by an amplitude of 4, or by a constant of 4. Okay, what is y dash of t? 4 into x of t minus t naught. This is the output because of delayed input. I delay the input x of t by t minus t naught and take the output. Next, I go to the y of t to obtain the delayed output. In the y of t equation, I replace each t with t minus t naught. So y double dash of t is equal to y of t minus t naught, which is equal to 4 into x of t minus t naught. What does this mean? That means I go to y of t equation, replace each t term with t minus t naught. Then I obtain y of t minus t naught, so which is same as y dash of t. So therefore, the system is time invariant. It does not vary with time. All right. So far we've been discussing about the continuous time signal. Now let us take some problems on the discrete time signal. Okay, so we are looking into the discrete time signal. So what is the operation being performed here by the t operator? It is touching upon the n variable. What is n? It is a time variable and it is squaring that. So y of n is equal to x of n square. Now let us see. Any guesses? Okay, you can keep your answers. Let us verify the answers. What is the solution? Let us take the output because of the delayed input. N minus n naught. So it will take the n square. Okay, so this will be the output. And what will be the y double dash? Okay, I think it is actually the other way around. Y dash of n will be equal to n square minus n naught, and y double dash of n will be equal to x of n minus n naught the whole square. Okay, so in either way, the y dash of n is not equal to y double dash of n. So therefore, the system is not the same. That means it varies with time. Therefore, the system is time variant. It is not time invariant. So the system is a time variant system. Let us take one more problem. We have seen this in linearity. Now let us check the exponential signal, the exponential system. We have seen in the case of a linearity. We saw that it was not a linear system. Exponential systems are not linear systems. So what is a linear system? For example, if you consider, if you plot the x and y axis. So if this is a straight line, we say that it is a linear graph, right? So there is a one-to-one correspondence. That is what is linear. What do you mean by non-linear? For example, exponential, exponentially decaying, or exponentially growing. These are all exponential. It's not a one-to-one. If I move by one step here, it is moving by many steps here, right? So therefore, it is not a one-to-one correspondence, right? So this is the non-linear. So even if you talk about the characteristics of the forward uh, bias diode current, which is a non-linear characteristics, right? So they are all examples of linear and non-linear. Okay, so I hope the terms linear, non-linear are clear. Now let us check whether this exponential system is a time variant or time invariant system. Okay, now let us replace that input. We are delaying it. So n input x of n will be delayed by n minus n naught. So if you take the output, what will be the output because of the delayed input? Y dash of n is equal to x e to the power of x of n minus n naught. Now what will be the delayed output delayed? That means go to n, y of n, replace each n with n minus n naught. Then you get y of n minus n naught is equal to e to the power of x of n minus n naught. So you see that y dash of n is same as y double dash of n. So therefore, the system is time invariant. An exponential system, it is not varying with time. So therefore, it is a time invariant system. So therefore, in the previous session, we had seen what are linear and nonlinear systems. In this session, we have seen what are time invariant and time variant systems. In the next session, we will look into what are stable and unstable systems. And after that, we will take up this signal transmission through the linear systems. So these are some basic points we have to understand when we are dealing with a system. When do we say a system is stable? When do we say a system is linear? So we deal with the system which are LTI, meaning linear time invariant systems. So there are linear time variant systems, non-linear time variant systems, non-linear time invariant systems. So there can be so many combinations, but we are dealing with only linear time invariant systems. That means it is linear, it obeys the principle of superposition. It is a time invariant, it does not vary with time. Such a system only we are going to mathematically model and use it or solve problems for this kind of system, not for any other systems, because the other things are more complicated. And we can also check the systems that are stable. So of course we need the system that are stable, not unstable. Okay, and what is the stability of the system and instability, we will look into the next video session. Thank you.